to my right is
I'm Ben Applegate, and I'm the Director of Publishing Services for the Kodansha print program. And I am so excited to be out of COVID jail and back at an anime convention again.
Yay. All right, to the left is...
Hello, I'm Tomo. I'm on the marketing team for Kodansha. And Misaki got me, like last year, she mentioned the YouTube channel, got me running around New York City asking people about Attack on Titan stuff. If you guys seen that show, and also I might be doing that at the gallery later in the afternoon.
Yeah, show up to the Attack on Titan Manga Gallery.
Misaki will talk about that later.
Okay, yeah.
Can I make one complaint though?
Yeah, what complaints?
So
Wait, what?
Complaint. So someone didn't get the memo on this panel. We were wearing Attack on Titan thing.
Oh.
And Ben was supposed to wear the spandex, like Colossal Titan. But I don't know why he didn't wear it today.
I couldn't find my Spanx.
Damn it.
None of you want to see that.
Not
Just
on the
trust me.
theme.
It's not good. Just a second though, Misaki and Tomo. I mean, I've been so wanting to get back to a convention, but it's these two that have done all the work to keep you connected with the manga world every week over the last year and a half.
Give it up,
They deserve a huge round of applause.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that, like our experiences are not like exclusive to the shows anymore. So like people who are, not here, you could tell them to go check out our YouTube later to find the same contents that we will be talking about during this panel today, so that, we would actually be able to share the moments together and stuff. So without further ado, we want to get into the jam? Yeah, let's do it. So I think our panel, the main header is the Attack on Titan. Raise your hand if you're a big fan of this series, Attack on Titan. Yeah, like pretty much everybody. Yeah, this is one of my favorite series from Kodansha. So I was really proud to bring the Attack on Titan Manga Gallery to Anime NYC. If you haven't gone there yet, it's at the main entrance of the show. You get to walk through the story of Attack on Titan all the way from the beginning. You see the progression of, the series creator Hajime Isayama sensei's artwork, as well as how the characters evolved. Especially our main character Eren has gone through quite a big changes throughout his the series. So you get to kind of walk through it, kind of like a memory lane, like literally, and. So like if you haven't gone there yet, like please check it out. And not only that, I wanted to mention that we're doing this message board. So if you use this hashtag Thanks Attack on Titan, even right now too, and put your special message to Isayama Sensei, or express your love for Attack on Titan. On Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok, if you reshare them, it will show up on this board so that we could be a part of the moments together. So make sure to do that. And I also wanted to mention that there's new publications of Attack on Titan coming up. I think it's worth mentioning since we're just getting into the final season, part 2 of the anime Attack on Titan. So this will be like a great way to like hype up yourself. The first one up is the Best of Attack on Titan in Color. Volume 1 is coming up in 2022 January. So this is a pretty cool book. Like there were 6 chapters that was selected. Is that it? Are we seeing it?
This
oh my
is
God!
our
Spoiler
first sample
alert, guys.
copy. Came in 5 days ago to the office. Yeah.
Fresh out of the printer. So this book features a 6 most like what do you call it? It's like the best chapters from the Attack on Titan series that was chosen by the manga readers, the editors, and the creator Hajime Isayama himself. And then they revived it with like a newly colored artwork in there. So it's like if you already own a collection of Attack on Titan, this is something that you should definitely add to your Attack on Titan shrine to just complete your collection, but also just to kind of have this new experience of seeing these chapters in color. So that's coming out in January 22. Keep an eye out. Damn, look at that. Yeah, is that a spoiler alert? I'm a little bit worried. I'm like very sensitive, like
Sorry,
I
sorry.
sometimes
the book.
you can't tell though. It's tiny in the book.
Exactly.
Without any spoilers, I want to talk about the Attack on Titan, the final season box set, part 1. So this is the part that you have already seen in the anime, but I think it's like actually a good way to recap yourself going into the final season part 2. It features volume 23 to 28 of the manga series, leading up to where the new season is kicking off. So if you want to just like jumpstart into the new anime season, this is a good way to go. Let's see. The next one, this is actually a new announcement related to this show, Anime NYC. The organizers called Left Field Media, and we have teamed up with Left Field Media to present Attack on Titan Manga Gallery in Anime Frontier, which is happening in Texas at Fort Worth Convention Center December 3rd to 5th. So this is like really coming up soon. But we really just wanted to bring the experience that we have provided at the Anime NYC to the friends in Texas too. So if you know anybody who's out there, just give them a heads up that this is happening. And like if you have already been to the manga gallery, just like photobomb them and make them jealous and tell them that it's coming towards the way. Would appreciate that. And then I have one more thing to share, which is a special message from Shintaro Kawakubo, who is a founding editor of Attack on Titan, gave us a special celebrating message. Let's see, I want to say, okay, I'm going to read this out loud. Hello, everyone. I am Kawakubo from Weekly Shonen Magazine. Attack on Titan came to its conclusion in April 2021 when the series started in 2009. We never dreamed of this manga would be read by so many fans, not only in Japan, but all over the world. It makes me happy whenever I hear reports on Attack on Titan selling millions of copies across North and South America. Also, it makes me proud to see that Attack on Titan Manga Gallery is actualized in the major cultural cities like New York City. As a founding editor of Attack on Titan, I love the series as much as Isayama sensei, and I'm thankful for the readers who cultivated this series with us. After 2 years of hiatus, I hope you will all enjoy Anime NYC. Thank you.
Wow.
Round of applause.
Awesome.
That's pretty sweet, huh? Yeah, you know, it's like people who are working on making this manga series across the sea in Japan, but like it's every once in a while we try to bring out the experiences of sharing this moment together. So that was the whole point of doing this Attack on Titan Manga Gallery. I hope you enjoy it too.
I saw Chris getting emotional. in the
Is
front,
he
like
crying?
was
I'm sorry,
rubbing his
Chris.
eyes.
Chris Pump Animation, I'm sorry
Or maybe
for
it's
making
just
you
itchy.
cry. We go way back, always talking about Attack on Titan together. I really appreciate the partnership that we had with Funimation, and yeah, thanks Chris. Personal thank you to you. Yay! Yeah, thank you. Let's see. So I want to switch a gear a little bit. I want to talk about the December digital debut. So what do we mean by digital debut is that Kodansha has been pretty aggressively releasing these series that starts out on digital first, which means that there's like a bigger archive of mangas to read, more than what you can find at the book retailers like bookstores. So in any case, we almost have like a new series that comes out every week, and so at the beginning of or at end of the beginning of the months, like I try to talk about these new series coming up. So maybe you'll find something interesting in this list of this upcoming month's titles. So let's see. Starting out with December 7th. There's a series called Master Has No Tails coming up. This is super cute. It's focused around like this interesting relationship between Tanuki, like it's like a Japanese raccoon, who in like Japanese folktale known to be like a trickster in the mythology. They could be a shapeshifter, or they could turn like ordinary piece of like a leaf, like a plant plant leaf into like money or something like that to fool human beings. And this, one of the protagonists is like aspire to trick people, but like she continues to fail to do so in this modern day. And she's kind of bummed out that she can't even like, do a little trick to like, make fun of human. At that same time, she meets this woman who has this like way of carrying herself, like, and we quickly find out she's a rakugo master. You might know this form of art from the series called Rakugo Shinju, Descending Stories. It's like a format of storytelling in Japanese culture, but it's really rare to see like a female storyteller in that field. But she's like so awesome at it that like entire crowd is taken by them, including this little tanuki girl. She's like, wow, she could fool more people than any tanuki that I have seen before. So she aspired to become this rakugo artist's apprentice. So let's see, like where the story is going, and would the tanuki girl become the next great rakugo speaker? We're about to find out, and My Master Has No Tails, available in December 7th. Next one up. Shaman King and a Garden. I wanted to just, like, how many of you knew that Shaman King is now available from Kodansha? Okay, this is a brand new news to you guys then. So Shaman King, who used to be a classic Shonen Jump series, has now carried over to Kodansha Library. And we have the main series available, as well as all sorts of prequels, sequels, and spin-off series from that franchise. So if you ever grow up as that series, Shaman King, this is actually the way to get more depth into those some of your favorite characters from the series. And in this new spin-off that is debuting on December 14th, the Shaman King in the Garden is about the Hanagumi, they call themselves house flowers. And there was like 3 girls who are like absolutely badasses. Like they're no pushovers at all. And but they goes back into their origin stories of where they actually came from. Interestingly enough, the series is run on Nakayoshi, which is like a series, like a shoujo manga magazine where Sailor Moon debuted. But this really kind of changed us up the pace, because it was like initially a shonen manga series that has turned into a like for female audience, like teenage audience, but then it still has that same like intensity, seriousness, and like battle scenes and stuff. A lot of creepiness too. To go with the series, I really made me feel like I'm reading like a continuation of the original Shaman King series. So if you're a big fan of that series and want to look into more into the backstory of these characters, I highly, highly recommend this to look into the Shaman King in a Garden series. This is coming out on December 14th. Next one up, My Darling, the Company President. Oh my God, how am I going to talk about this one? So like, great thing about like the Digital First series is like, it could be like reading some of the manga that you may not like, like take it to the cash register of like a bookstore, but you can read them secretly on your phone. And like, this might be one of those things. It's a romance series. Like a josei series. Real talk though, really. I used to work at a bookstore, so I know that feeling. So this one is focused on the relationship between these 2 people who used to know each other from back in the days. The woman used to be a tutor to this guy who, back in the days he was a high school student, but he was really bright and aspired to go study overseas, so he was like studying really hard for that. But like towards the end of his like high school, like he kind of confessed his feeling to her, and long story short, they get into like a very brief like relationship. But then she decides that he really needs to focus on his academic career, so she kind of like goes out of the picture from his life. Years later, like she's working for like a company, like a pretty big company. She's kind of like this like like she's not like super extraordinary person that most people dismiss her, but then she gets put onto this like super team who works directly under the new president, And this new president who comes in and see his face, and she quickly realized, oh, it's him. Like, how awkward would that be? But like he works. I mean, he is completely different person now. He's like fully established, and like, you know, he's like manning this like entire company. Like, he acts really different from when when she knew him as like a high school student. So like, how would their relationship work out like after all these years is like some of the things that we look forward to in this series. My Darling, the company presidents, coming out in December 21st. One more. Her Majesty Swarm. This is like a isekai series. We actually have like quite a few interesting like isekai series coming out on digital first, and it's kind of like a good way to test out the water. In this particular series, is focused on like an online real-time strategy game. Like this this lady in the cover was like really die-hard gamer, and then like one day she wakes up in this world like surrounded by this like kind of like spider / like scorpion looking creepy like swarm of creatures called Arcania, and she's like really freaked out by it for a second, but then they realize they're all loyal to her, and she basically they all kind of treat her as the queen of the swarm, and she has the ability to kind of control them all. So instead of kind of looking at running away from this situation, she kind of like owns it. Like she kind of dives into this like position where she controls these Arcanias. So how would she develop into like this badass queen in this world of isekai is you'll find out in Her Majesty's Swarm. December 28th is the Go OSD, the on-street date. But you don't have to wait all the way to these dates. You can actually go to any of the digital retailers that you like Bookwalker, Comixology, Kindle, Google Play, Nook, and Uzneo. And you can just click on that pre-order button. So whenever it comes out, like it would already be in your queue. So that's the way that I would recommend you to check out these digital debuts. And that is all of what is coming out in December. Yay. All right, so I know what you guys came here for. You guys are looking forward to know like what is coming out in print from Kodansha. And in today's panel, like we're going to be talking about lots of titles that's coming out in fall 22. That seems a long time from now, but then, like after waiting patiently of like COVID winter, it's right around the corner. So Ben, why don't you take it away and getting to one of these some of these series.
Y'all ready for some new print manga?
Yo!
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, take it away. First up.
Do we have any fans of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon in here?
Me.
Yes, all right, excellent. Well, this is the new fantasy series from that author. So this one is about a student at a magic academy who shows up and, of course, doesn't have any magic ability. But what he does have is a seemingly ordinary sword, which, of course, is not ordinary. It's got magical powers. Basically, I like to think of this series as if you ask someone, what would you rather have, a magic wand or a sword? I mean, obviously, you would like to have both of them. So it's a wand, it's a sword. It's Wistoria, wand and sword. And it's coming out in fall 2022.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here you
It's
go.
okay. They need a second to process anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, can we give me a second real quick?
Oh, sure,
Sorry.
Yeah. Quintessential Quintuplets is also a good manga, isn't it? I just throwing that out there.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, go.
That's not a hint. Oh wait, yes, it is a hint.
Yeah.
Because our next announcement is
Stop.
Go Loser Ranger from the creator of
Loser
Quintessential
Ranger.
Quintuplets. This is, as you can probably tell, a Sentai parody comedy about a world that has been invaded by aliens. And the aliens were pretty easily defeated, as it turns out. They were pretty much pushovers. They showed up with this big mothership and sent down all these monsters, and the Rangers have defeated them. But it's even worse than that, because they've wiped out all the alien commanders, and now all that's left are the alien-like servants who make the monsters who come down to Earth. And these alien servants are being forced to keep up the charade that the invasion is still happening, because it turns out people around the world really love watching the Rangers beat up the aliens. So it's become a weekly event. Every week, they send down a new monster, and the monster gets wiped out by the Rangers, and it's a televised thing, and everyone is so happy, except, of course, for the poor aliens on this spaceship. And one of them decides he's not going to take it anymore, dang it. And he sneaks into the Rangers to take them down from the inside. So it's a lot of fun. If you're a Sentai Power Rangers fan, obviously this is for you. And it's coming out in fall 2022.
Right on. Thank you. All right, next up.
Up next, this is a romance series, a Yuri series that I'm really excited about, Runaway With Me Girl. If you are a Higashimura Akiko fan, Princess Jellyfish, Tokyo Tarareba Girls, and you like Yuri, this is 100% for you. It's about two women and how they basically run away from their adult lives together. I don't want to give away much more than that because there are tons of twists and turns, and a lot of the fun in this is to go from chapter to chapter and find out what is going to happen next. The art, as you can see, is beautiful and unique and super cute. It reminds me a lot of Western kind of romance graphic novels as well, so this is absolutely a really good, fun, dramatic, and sophisticated romance story.
That's right on.
Yep.
Ready for
Let's do it. Up next. Shonen Note Boy Soprano, the new work from the
I'm
creator
curious
of
about
Our
this.
Dreams at Dusk, Shimanami Tasugare. I'm so excited for this one. If you haven't read Our Dreams at Dusk, it is incredible, one of my favorite manga of the last several years. And this is the new work from Yuki Kamatani. It's about a boy who discovers that he has a beautiful soprano voice that turns out to be his ticket to, prominence and popularity, and what happens when his voice begins to change, which is, of course, something that happens to all boy sopranos. It's a story about self-discovery, development, growth, and reflection, and it is very lovely. I mean, very much for fans of Our Dreams at Dusk and fans of manga like Your Lie in April. This is starting in fall 2022. Yeah.
Okay. Next up.
And now we're going to take a turn to the isekai world.
Isekai. Welcome to the isekai.
Welcome to the isekai. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. This is an isekai series. I hear some murmuring. All right, from Rutabaga. All right, some people excited about this one. So this is about a aristocrat, a guy who gets reborn as an aristocrat. No particular magic powers, no combat abilities, but what he does have is the appraisal skill. So the ability to see the inner potential, the stats of everyone in the world. So there's a nation building kind of aspect to this, kind of like that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And then there's like a team, he gradually builds a party to travel the world. So what would you do if you knew that what you could and couldn't do, right? We all go through our lives kind of without the total self-confidence to really take that leap. But what if you had someone who could definitively tell you, no, I know for a fact you've got the potential. So that's the twist in this fantasy series, and it's starting in fall 2022.
Right on. Yeah. I can't get enough of an isekai. This next one is also one.
Up next, the Ice Blade Sorcerer shall rule the world.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is a fun one. It is about an ordinary guy named Ray White who gets into the Arnold Academy of Magic and ends up gradually discovering a connection to the legendary Ice Blade Sorcerer. You can see the art is really cool, like kind of classic shonen action feel. And this one is also starting in fall 2022.
Whenever you say ordinary guy, he's usually not an ordinary
Yeah,
guy.
I mean, that's like a dead giveaway that he's not really an
It's
ordinary
not.
guy. Yeah.
This one actually it started out in digital first too, so like I've been following this series. It's pretty cool. check it
So you
out.
can read it right now in digital if you'd like to. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Next one up. This one
Up
is.
next.
Who's a shoujo fan out here?
Yeah.
Raise your hand. Yeah, yeah. All right. We got some new shoujo titles too.
Yes, In the Clear
Ooh.
Moonlit Dusk is coming to print. This is about a girl who's nicknamed Prince, and it kind of, is admired along with the handsome guys at the school, but who doesn't have a lot of luck in love until she meets Ichimura Senpai, the only person
Senpai.
who seems to see her as she truly is. This is, I just love this kind of misfit shoujo romance. And as you can see, the art on this one is also really, really excellent. One of the highlights of this series for me is the chapter title pages, which have got these great designy, kind of 80s, 90s-y vibe to them.
I love it.
So this is one you're definitely want to own in print in fall 2022. But you can read it right now in digital formats.
Right on. Yay.
Another digital first coming to print is Shangri-La Frontier.
Yay. This one is
All right.
an awesome show.
Yeah.
It's
This one is about a hunter of Kuso games. I'm allowed to say
crappy games.
the S word. Yes. Okay. Who likes to hunt down these terrible games and play through them just to prove that he can, even though the gameplay is awful and it's a huge, slog. But when he's introduced to the new VR game Shangri-La Frontier, there are lots of twists that he discovers. This isn't just your average Kuso game. There's a lot more to it. And the cool thing about this one also is that the main character has a bird head, as you can see there. So on our team, we've been calling this Bird Head
Bird Head.
Adventure, the manga.
Alternate title.
Yeah. Right.
But it's actually called Shangri-La Frontier.
It's actually called Shangri-La Frontier. And
Remember that one.
coming in print in fall 2022, lots of great action and battle scenes and bloody fights, and available in digital right now.
Right on. Thank you. And next one up is.
Okay, I'm going to have to take a deep breath here.
All right. One go.
Go.
I was reincarnated as the seventh prince, so I'll take my time perfecting my magical ability. All right. Okay, good.
Good job.
So this is about a sorcerer who gets reincarnated as the seventh prince in a royal family, which means, of course, you don't have any obligations really at all as the seventh prince. There's not really a whole lot you need to do. But he also has crazy, powerful magic and is able to wander around and make friends, make enemies, cow hyper-powerful demons into revealing their secrets. And this is a fun one. This is also available digital first right now and is coming to print fall 2022.
Right on.
Okay.
And one
Next
more.
one is one I'm really excited for. Do we have any fans of horror manga in the
Me.
house?
Me.
Yes? Fans of, say, Junji Ito or Umezu Kazuo? Okay. All right. Then you will want to check out
Some.
PTSD Radio.
It's so creepy.
The acclaimed horror manga that is finally coming to print thanks to popular demand. This is a 4-volume series, which we're printing in 2 omnibus volumes, which is a series of vignettes, short stories that all center around a terrifying hair god named Ugushi-sama.
what?
So kind of similar to Uzumaki Spiral, where a town is haunted by the spiral. In this one, everything, all the horror has to do with hair. And I don't know about you, but when I have had to fish the hair out of the drain in my shower,
That's a
if
horror.
it started moving on its own, I would freak out. That's all. I think hair is terrifying, honestly, sometimes. And so there's a lot of, they come at it from all different angles here. And gradually, as the stories go on, you can tell these are not actually just standalone vignettes. They're building to something, and something even creepier than the sum of its parts. You can see that cover. We're actually going to be applying some treatments to that cover to make it feel as gross as it looks.
Whoa! You're gonna put your tape of hair on it?
There will
It's so
no
gross.
human hair will be involved in
Okay,
the
okay.
print version
Man.
of this manga.
Okay, that was a false
Yeah.
information. Sorry.
But it will have bumpy coating on it and some lifted what's called raised UV. So all the mouths and orifices and everything will feel bumpy and weird, and it's gonna be great.
I think we're just like creeping people.
Look, I like this stuff. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I do too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read this at night one time, and I don't recommend
that's
it.
a
Yeah, don't do
mistake.
that.
Yeah, that's a
I
mistake.
don't know what you were thinking,
Yeah.
bro.
Don't read
Our,
this
our
one at
Junji
night.
Ito manga, actually up here, we just reissued the Junji Ito's Cat Diary manga with a
Oh.
glow-in-the-dark cover. So I'm having lots of fun with these horror
That's
manga.
cool.
and This
I
was one to
love-
watch out for.
I love it when like new format comes out and you guys really do a good job of like making a special treatment. It's like super dope. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. Yeah, okay. I think we got, speaking of like, we have a few series that you guys may already know, but like putting out in a brand new format. Do you want to talk about that, Ben?
Yeah, so that's all the new series for today, but we do have a lot of great box sets and omnibuses ready for you as well. So new ways to collect our series, starting with...
Okay, boom.
We have 3 box sets. First, we are publishing a complete Otakoi manga box set of the entire Otakoi Love is Hard for Otaku series. Yeah, give it up for Otakoi. The best-selling nerdy romance series set in a company where 2 childhood friends discover that they're both working at the same company as undercover otaku and end up dating basically out of convenience at first. This one has been, honestly, one of our top selling series over the past several years. And we're wrapping it up with volume 6 next year. And we'll also be doing a complete manga box set. So please watch out for that. Also coming soon, we will be doing manga box sets for Sweat and Soap. Is there anyone in here who's read Sweat and Soap? Yes! Oh, I love Sweat and Soap so much. As Misaki was saying earlier, there are some books that you feel weird taking to the register, and this is kind of one of them.
This one's not
But-
weird, it's cute.
But that's what I'm about to say. It's not weird, it's cute. This is such a cute series. If you haven't checked it out yet, I highly encourage you to do so. It's actually like a mature romance where everyone behaves like adults who are trying to do their
Actual
best. and
grown-ups.
honestly, I want everyone to read it as a model of a healthy relationship. So this will be coming out in box set form. And finally, we will also be releasing Rent a Girlfriend in box sets. Yes, yeah, Rent a Girlfriend.
Yay.
Another bestseller from that we started publishing in 2020 will be coming out in box set form. These are all going to contain really cool bonus items to be announced. So watch the Kodansha Live with Misaki to see what those are down the road.
Right on. And then we got some more.
And now omnibuses. So some of you may have seen the Attack on Titan omnibus that we've been selling in stores. We've got more for you. All of these 3, besides Ghost in the Shell, the 3 here will all be in a larger trim size. And they're going to contain more than 1 volume. So this is a really reasonable and really cool way to collect these series in an even bigger size than the regular volumes. Coming first, Noragami will be getting the omnibus treatment. Yeah, Noragami
give
is
it
a
up to
wonderful, wonderful manga.
Noragami. I
The
love that series.
the story of the god in the tracksuit.
That's your premise on that
I mean,
one.
that's the whole premise of the manga.
I get it, yeah, but-
And of course, there's a lot more to it than that, and lots of twists and turns, and it gets very emotional and moving. Second, Fire Force, the new firefighter action series from the creator of Soul Eater, will be getting the omnibus treatment, so watch out for that. And finally, a favorite of mine from quite a while ago, number 6, we will be republishing in omnibus form.
Some
Yeah.
old school stuff right there.
Number 6 is a shoujo sci-fi series about a future dystopia that's undergone an environmental catastrophe and the relationship that grows between a boy who lives an elite life inside the city and the mysterious rat who's coming from outside the city and outside civilized society. And a little bit of romantic sparks fly between them ultimately as well. But this is just a beautiful manga, and I'm so glad we'll be publishing it again. And now, you've already seen it on the slide, but The Ghost in the Shell, the original Ghost in the Shell manga, 1, 1.5, and 2, we will be publishing all of them together in a huge hardcover volume.
Damn, it's like
The Ghost in the Shell fully compiled edition.
it'll be like a ton of brick. Won't it?
It's gonna be a brick.
It'll
It's gonna
like
be a
really
brick.
big book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome though, because I always wanted it to be like a continuation. Like I think it's meant to be enjoyed in like one go too. So, is there going to be a new cover on this by chance?
TBD.
Oh,
Please
oh,
wait,
oh, my
wait
bad.
and find out.
Spoiler
And
alert.
and you'll see. We have a lot of really, really cool stuff to announce on this in the future.
Okay.
So
So for all the new formats and box sets, the details are coming on the Kodansha website or Kodansha Live in the near future. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right on. Okay.
But there's a lot more big news about this Ghost in the Shell book that you're going to want to pay attention to.
Okay. Okay. I'm curious now too, dude. Okay. What do you call it? It's a teaser. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly.
Right on. Thank you. Thank you, Ben, very much. We actually got some more new titles to announce.
Yeah,
Ju-
Ben said that was the last of the new titles, but he didn't.
Oh,
see,
I was
he didn't
sorry.
See
That
the
was a
last
lie.
Part.
Yeah,
He
right.
didn't see the whole. He didn't see
Tomo.
the whole presentation deck.
Yeah, Tomo, why don't you
So,
take it away?
We do have some more stuff coming.
Yeah, which is start out
Let's
with.
start out with Miss Miyazen would love to get closer to you. This is kind of like a kind of a rom-com. You know, we have a main character, Miss Miyazen here, who you see she's really pretty, like well-kept, and another, the male protagonist, Shota, and they, Shota looks a little more rough. He's like a delinquent-looking guy, but and they sit next to each other in the classroom, and they actually, are kind of curious. They want to talk to each other, but they're just really awkward, and they, Shota says like, things that he didn't mean to say, and Miyazen also, she's just like, oh no, like, she's kind of like a tsundere, like, oh no, did I say the right thing? And it's kind of like a back and forth, kind of similar to Nagatoro-san, if you guys are fan of Nagatoro-san.
Yeah, I love
It's kinda one of
Nagatoro-san.
those, they want to get to know each other, but, can't really communicate properly. So that was a fun one, sweet rom-com title that really, for those, I guess, what would you say, like, for the Nagatoro fan, and then there was a title that you guys published.
When will Ayumu make
yeah.
his move? Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
that.
The fun shogi romance.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's
Or rent a shy girlfriend.
Shy
Rent a
Girl.
really shy girlfriend.
Exactly,
Yeah, totally.
exactly.
Yeah.
So those are some of the comp titles. I think the next one's the one I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
It's for Shuzo Oshimi fans. You
Boom.
guys, any Oshimi fans here?
Oshimi bomb.
Oshimi bomb. Okay. All
Flowers
right.
of Evil, Happiness,
Happiness.
yeah.
The blood on the tracks.
Blood on the tracks.
Let
yeah.
me guess, this is not going to be a happy ending
Oh,
story.
this is gonna be fun. Avant-garde
Okay.
and Yumeko. So
I think our mistake was asking the Shuzo Oshimi fans to applaud. This
Okay,
is not, it's not their
okay,
jam.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's like quietly
Yeah.
acknowledging
Yeah.
knowledge.
So
That's okay.
this is one of my favorite because this girl, this main character, she is really obsessed with seeing male body part. It's called chinchin in Japanese,
Okay.
but I'll call it the P. She's so like obsessed, like everywhere she walks, like the microphone looks like one, or like the pole
Microphone looks like
one. And she gets like a magazine about like, hey, I wanna like look, and they're all pictures, like someone drew it, and she's like, what the hell is this? This is not a real thing. And so she's just like on a mission to look at a real one. And then
Oh
she
my
comes up with
God, you kidding me?
the great idea. Let me join an art club,
Yeah.
and then I can draw, like see one in real life.
Like legitimately.
Legitimately. So as you see on the cover, that's kind of like a silhouette of one of those things.
Oh my
Uh,
God,
the-
this is really awesome.
So this is it's gonna be
Shuzo Oshimi, you take
Shuzo
it there.
Oshimi. This is like his one of the earlier titles. So this is like Shuzo Oshimi, like going wild and crazy.
Yeah.
So I really like that he's showing this kind of side.
Yeah.
So this will be shrink wrapped, of course. So
I better hope
18
so,
plus
yeah.
only.
Yeah. Take it to the bookstore register if you dare.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
All
just
right.
an art manga.
This
What?
is
It's,
our manga.
it's about
Artistic.
An artist.
Art
yeah.
manga, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Next one up
Next one
is
Okay, so an older guy's VR first love.
VR Oji-san no
VR
Hatsukoi.
Oji-san, yeah. So I guess, you guys know like metaverse is becoming a thing now, like we're on the virtual world. So this guy, Naoki, he's like an older guy, as the title says, like 40 years old. And, his normal life is really boring and like he doesn't really enjoy his work. But when he goes home, he puts on the VR headset and he becomes this kind of beautiful avatar, a female avatar, and just really enjoys life and makes friends online. And then one day in the world, one day Naoki meets this kind of happy-go-lucky girl, and he kind of starts having feelings. They hang out, and he's like, maybe I like her, but she doesn't know I'm an old man, so what should I do? You know, we're getting closer and closer. So, you know, I guess people might, you know.
It's not as creepy as it sounds. It's actually very, very sweet.
It is a sweet, yes, yes. And, you know, it's kind of like about, you know, finding who your true self is, and very sweet one-volume complete series. Yeah, I think this one really resonates in this world now, metaverse.
I like this one a lot. This is a really, this is a good one.
Awesome. All right. Next
else
one
you got?
up. You might know this creator too, yeah?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Boom.
Oh yes, Noi.
Tsutomu Nihei, the
Nihei.
creator of Blam and Knights of Sidonia, as you know.
Yeah, so this was, you know, we had digital first. It's been out of print and for a long time.
Yeah.
We have a lot of Nihei titles, right?
Yeah.
Buramu, Knights of Sidonia, Apple Sims. So we said, yeah, let's do Noise. You know, we have it on our catalog. I think people, you know, love collecting Nihei titles. They're classic titles, and so we're bringing this one back in print.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was once upon a time printed in like early 2000s.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but
yes.
then like if you read it carefully, it's kind of like a loosely like a prequel to or like a connected universe to the other works by Tsutomu Nihei. So it might be a really good time to kind of revisit his older work and see like what kind of like things he was like cultivating back in the days and how he applied it in like newer works by him too.
Exactly. Yeah.
The
This is a classic series. Yeah,
the
really.
artwork is sick right here. Yeah, it's so awesome. I like his art from this era probably
Yeah.
the most, probably. Yeah, I'm so glad this is coming out in print. We have another one that might be good for Nishio Ishin fan. You
Okay.
ready? Ready, boom.
Okay, yes. So Katana Gatari, which we have published in hardcover edition, we will do it in paperback edition. And this is same format. It's going to be 4 volumes total. And the original Japanese, it's like three volumes in one. So it's you're getting like a good deal out of it.
Chunk of contents. on
Yeah,
there.
it's like 12 volumes in Japanese. We're omnibusing them as 4 volumes, complete series. So if you're a Nishio Ishin fan, if you were looking at getting into other works, Katana Gatari in paperback form.
Definitely a good
Yeah.
novel to get into. Okay, we have another novel too. And ready?
Oh, yes, yes. So I don't know, is there like No Longer Human? I think people know, I guess recent fans know from Junji Ito. There's like a Korean drama out now based on this story, but you know, we've had this back on our catalog, but we've seen a lot of demand for Ben.
I didn't know this was in here. I'm excited.
Are you excited?
I
Are you
love
being
this
Like I
manga.
excited?
Yeah,
said,
this is
Ben
great.
didn't see the whole deck. So, No Longer
It's
Human, we're doing
Just to surprise us, everybody.
a complete edition. We've seen a lot of demand for it, and so yeah, we're going to bring this back in print as a complete edition.
Yeah, this the older volumes, the covers by Usamaru Furuya. Is it going to be a new cover this time around?
TBD.
TBD.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
stay
not
tuned.
sure.
Stay tuned. No spoilers here.
tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, it says product image coming soon. We have this might be something interesting to the Junji Ito fan.
What is? Oh, yes. Dissolving Classroom, collector's edition. So, another one of Junji Ito's classic series. We're kind of doing a collector's edition, similar to what we did here with the Cat Diary. It's going to be a hardcover
Special
and special edition.
So dope.
Some of the special features will be announced in the future.
Cool. And one more.
And oh yes, and I mentioned
Don't tell him the
Nagatoro-san.
name is Nagatoro-san.
I hear a lot of groans, but yeah, I don't know. Do you want it or not?
Do you want it?
Do you want
or
this box set
not?
or not?
I do.
We'll take a vote in this room, and it'll be binding.
No,
This
only
will change the course of
only
publishing.
me. Okay.
Voting here. Okay. So yeah, Miss Nagatoro-san, we're doing the box set. You know, it's been uber popular for us, and we some bonus items, TBD again. But we're excited, you know.
This box set's coming up.
Box set selling out, TBD.
It's a good way to digest like a bunch of like an entire series by itself too. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fun one. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
enjoying this series a lot.
All right, group of people left, but maybe this is a good time to turn the microphone to the audience for any audience Q&A. If you have any question to Kodansha people like us, come and grill us.
I'm so excited
And,
for audience
the
Q&A,
microphone-
Misaki.
Yeah, there's a microphone in the center of the room right there. You can, if you have a question, you can line up there to use it too.
Please ask me questions. I've been so lonely.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with not having questions too. It's like
Now you're freaking this guy out here. You're
Oh, yeah.
freaking him out. Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Sunday.
Turn that
evening.
thing down there. There you go. Yeah.
Turn it down.
Yeah.
Wait, will there be any more like spin-off series in Attack on Titan?
Ooh, that's actually a
Great
good
question.
Oh.
I mean, have you read all of them? Can you honestly say?
I've read most of them.
Oh.
I've seen like Before the Fall,
Oh.
like No Regrets, Lost Girls. I mean, I'm not
Oh,
sure
yeah.
if there's any more.
Well, I can't say if there'll be more in the future, but what kind of spin-off would you like to see?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I want to know a little more about like tiny little details of just like let's say in Marley, or
Oh.
more history about like inside the walls and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
History and the
Yeah.
stuff that happened in Marley? Okay. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, we're definitely, we're going to continue to cultivate Attack on Titan series, even after the series has completed. So if there's like a brand new spin-off series come out, we'll definitely put it in our library too.
Yeah.
So please keep an eye out.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah, give him a round of applause.
Do you want to give?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to come on up, by the way? Come on up to the table real quick. And
Yeah.
the next person can go ahead.
Yeah, you can
What's up?
pull the mic up.
When is the
There you
like
go.
physical copy for Tokyo Revengers gonna come out?
Ooh,
What?
Tokyo Revengers. That is going to be a TBD. You might want to pay attention to the Twitter for upcoming announcements.
Yeah. Check social media.
Vaguely stated.
yeah.
Sorry about that. That's
Yeah.
all I can say right now. Thank you for asking.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey.
I want to ask that now that the Attack on Titan series is kind of nearing its end, this is a bit of a weird thing, but will there be another season of Attack on Titan Junior High, and will it be in like a larger print?
Will there be, sorry, what was the second one?
Will the manga be in large print?
Will there be a new version of the junior high manga? Oh, interesting. Okay. I have no idea about the anime. As for the large print version of the manga, I don't know. We can't really. We
TBD.
never really thought about that. Yeah,
TBD.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for your question. Well, you come on up to the table really quickly if you can. I want to keep you.
What's up?
Hello, hi. Thanks
you
for
go.
reviving Noise. I was just wondering because
Thank
the
you for
Germans
coming.
have it that way. Will it also be a master edition like Blame and Knights of Sidonia, or will it be like a smaller print?
Sorry. Wait, can you rephrase
Yeah,
your question?
move the microphone up.
Oh,
Just
okay.
yeah. There
Hello,
you go.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hi. Thanks for reviving Noise. And I'm just asking because the Germans have it that way. Is it going to be a master edition like the Blame and Knights of
Oh.
Sidonia things, or will it be a smaller frame, or have you not decided yet?
That's something we all should be considered, no?
For noise? Something on noise?
Yes, for noise.
We're what the.
Okay.
What the
Yeah,
format's
we'll,
gonna
we'll,
be.
we'll keep you posted.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whatever it is, it'll be noise.
Oh my gosh. Got quiet in
Hello.
here.
I need to leave. Okay.
Hello.
Wait, what's she gonna ask us?
All right.
Oh, not a publication question, but
Oh.
I was just curious what each of your favorite volumes of Attack on Titan was.
Oh?
What are favorite volumes
Oh,
of
you
Attack
know.
on Titan? Oh my god.
1 through 34.
No. I don't-
That is
Let's
a
see.
hard one. I can't really remember what happened in each specific like numbered volume because I've read them all so many times. But
Or do you have a favorite arc?
I think I like it leading up to like where Aaron gets jacked. It's like I was like following it super hardcore around that time too, so like I'm quite fond of that story arc, and then I also really liked it after Aaron finds himself in Marley, I think that's 26, I believe, and onwards, it's like it's just like it feel the series so hardcore since then that like I fell in love with the series once again. So like from 26 and leading up to the final volume, is like I'm just kind of looking into like all the plot points that like was like planted all the way in the beginning of the series. So I'm just kind of looking back, looking forward, looking back, looking forward like all the time. So it's a little mixed up in there, but then yeah, the whole series leading up to the discovery that there's traitor in the world of Attack on Titan was one of my favorite story arc.
I really liked the early Marley arc as well, just like you were saying, because it echoed a lot of the themes of the earlier series in an interesting way and introduced us to a bunch of new characters and hit that message really hard that societies that brutalize children and rely on war to survive are going to perpetuate a cycle of violence that's very difficult to stop. And I think that's the core message of Attack on Titan, and I loved seeing it told in a different way, in an incredibly depressing but also very thrilling way. So, yeah.
Ain't that a truth? Right on. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. No, that was awesome.
Okay,
Thank you,
cool,
thank you. Come on up to the table here. Yeah.
Yeah. Panel master, how much time we got?
I think we have left about 5 minutes.
Okay. What's up?
Hi, I have two questions.
Yo.
One of them is, do you guys know if Isayama is planning on working on any new things after Attack on
I
Titan?
hope so.
And my second question is kind of adding on to the previous one. Do you guys have any favorite Attack on Titan characters?
Oh,
Yes.
personal favorite characters? Oh my god, I'm like Hanji all the way.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry, I jacked your answers.
Yeah, no, Hanji is mine too. I mean, yeah.
Yes, period. Yeah, that's right.
I guess Irwin would be number 2, but yeah.
Close second is like Levi to me.
Yeah, I like Levi.
Yeah.
When he kicked Zeke's butt.
Yo.
I was like, man, this
Slices.
guy is
It's
like,
Zeke,
no,
you're
he
not
doesn't
hap-
hold back.
Yeah.
It was like-
Painful to watch. Well, the first question about Isayama Sensei, like I honestly hope that he will come back with like brand new series that's as hardcore as Attack on Titan. But before that though, I really want mangakas to take a rest.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Use
yes.
Okay.
all their energy into making something like
Yeah.
like every month, and like how crazy would that be to continue to do that for 10, 11 years without like hardly any breaks? So like I honestly want him to like rest up a little bit so that he'll have new inspiration to create something awesome again.
Amen.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Oh, come on up. Yeah, come on up.
You come up.
It's not really a question, but
You can pull the
I
mic
just-
down.
Can you pull the mic down a little bit?
Just need
Somebody-
y'all to know that Attack on Titan. No, thanks. I just need y'all to know that Attack on Titan's my favorite anime.
Oh,
Yay, thank you.
yay,
Aw,
thank you.
Who made him
Come
say?
up.
Who made him say that?
Aw.
Who made him say that?
Good parenting.
Come up to the stage. Come up
We'll
to the
give
stage.
you your money after the panel.
AOT money.
AOT money.
What's up?
So I have two questions.
Mm.
One of them is, have you guys watched Assassination Classroom or read the manga?
Yeah.
So who's your favorite character?
Wait, is this
From
like
Assassination
a trivia
Classroom?
Koro sensei に決まってんじゃん. It's Koro sensei for me.
It's Nagisa for me.
What?
Nagisa.
Oh, okay.
Nagisa. Oh, you are Nagisa. Yeah. Okay. I kind of knew that. I knew that. Thank you, Nagisa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, who's up next?
What's up?
Hello. So I'm sorry.
Don't be shy.
That's okay.
It's just that like you guys are Kodansha USA, so I don't know if it's appropriate to ask this question, but I already know that Attack on Titan is already available bilingually. Will the whole series be bilingual?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the bilingual editions published by
Yes.
Kodansha Japan.
Oh.
Yes.
Is that something that
yeah.
interests you?
Well, like, I'm curious if the whole series would be in bilingual. I think it's super cool that Kodansha does release bilingual stuff. Like, I just bought Thursday. I just bought Nodare Cantabile's first 3 bilingual volumes.
Oh, cool. Nodame Cantabile.
You know, oddly enough, the first manga I ever bought in my life was GTO and Love Hina, the
Really?
Kodansha bilingual editions. So,
Wait, they have
I mean, this was a long time ago, but
Super long time ago.
but I love those too. We don't know if there's going to be more or not. I know in the past they've usually published just a few at the beginning of the series for some of the other series they've done. But if you're interested in more, that's really great.
I know that Attack on Titan seems to be the longest bilingual one
Right.
that I'm aware of.
Right.
So I'm curious if they're going to go all the way.
I couldn't say
I'm
unfortunately, but yeah,
I'm sorry. I know, like,
it would be
you
nice. Yeah,
I hope so.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, put the wishes out there.
Yeah.
Make it come true, maybe. All right. We talked about this. Thank you for coming back to our panel, by the
Yeah,
way.
thanks.
What's up?
So I was just wondering, Cells at Work,
Oh.
has Kodansha ever thought about introducing it into the American education system?
Oh, great
yo,
question.
Yo, that's a really good
I
idea.
feel like it'd be
Are you
super beneficial
educator?
for, like younger kids to
Yeah.
have another way to learn about these things, and
Yeah.
there's so much content that
Yeah,
Yeah.
is
I-
difficult for people to understand, but I feel like that would be
for sure.
another way to distribute the
Yeah.
knowledge.
We did this one thing last year for Toronto Comics and Art Festival that we teamed up with like real life scientists to do like a panel about like cells at work and science, and like the fact like these are professionals who actually works in like the medical field, and they were like, in fact, like these facts are like pretty much on point, even though there is like the creator take liberty of it to kind of make it into a fictional work in terms of storytelling. But in terms of like fact checking, they were like, yeah, it's actually quite accurate, and like it brings back my memory of me being like med school. It was kind of a nightmare. Like that's what they told me. So I think it's actually a good way to like look at that series once again. We would like to kind of, if you know anybody to reach out to, who would be happy to collaborate with us in that way, like let us know. Like we would definitely like to kind of introduce it to the right audience. And
Yeah,
on top
totally.
of it, like we want to make sure that people know that science is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a great way for like younger kids to be excited about science
For
and
sure.
Yeah.
also have another set, especially because it is an anime and a
Yeah.
manga.
I don't know
Thank
if you knew, but like the final volume of Cells at Work, volume 6, the final chapter is on COVID and how your body fights like this newly discovered virus and stuff. So that's actually very like, it's kind of like a poignant end to the series, but then
Yeah.
it also bring it back to like the relevance to the present day. So please check it out if you already
Oh
have
yeah,
it.
totally. And is cereal a soup?
The cereal a soup?
Yes.
Yes.
Is cereal a soup?
Yeah, would you classify cereal as a
No.
soup?
Why not?
Cereal is cereal.
Sometimes
No,
it
it's
gets warm in the
cereal.
bowl and it just stays there for a few
Oh,
days.
no.
It can be? Come
Trick
on.
question.
No.
Open-mindedness?
Okay, so-
Cereal, at most, cereal is porridge.
Okay.
Okay,
M-
I take
Misaki.
that. I take that as
Misaki,
Thank you.
we're getting kicked out now. So
Okay.
Sorry, we
Can
have-
we take one more?
we
more
have to
question?
do well, maybe after.
One more?
Yeah, we
One
have
more?
to.
One more?
We have to leave, I think.
Okay.
Next
I'm
panel's
sorry,
coming.
but
Sorry.
thank you very much for
Thank
coming.
you so much for
guys.
coming. Have a great rest of your weekend.
ありがとうございます。